Hello, hello. So I've got my robot. Today I'm off to the Victoria's Secret. I'm not actually in the show, but I'm going to like a watch party to watch the show, which I get just as much excitement out of because seeing all of the girls just absolutely look insane on the runway is a favourite hobby of mine. It's so fun getting ready for an event to look hot. I'm really glad because I feel like Victoria's Secret is such, to me, an empowerment to women because it's literally like, yeah, we're gonna look hot for no one else but ourselves, and that's what I agree with. We're going to do Adriana Lima's makeup. I think she's my favourite VS model, I think so. Or Taylor Hill, I really do like Taylor Hill. Got a little soft spot. That's a bit weird. Yeah, I'm gonna do the like 2008 Victoria's Secret makeup. So it's gonna be like a really kind of white, not white, but like a glittery eye. You'll see. Also my hair is literally falling out. I can't use rollers, so it's roller free hair. Apologies, but I feel like once it's taken out, it's gonna look incredible. If you saw my last hair tutorial, then you know the technique. Although I did do something different. I actually cut them all outwards today and I use a slightly bigger barrel. We'll see how it turns out. And I'm also excited because I feel like this is very, I'm so I can't even get my words out. I feel like I'm going to do like a full glam look today, which I rarely do. So I'm going to start off with the NARS foundation for like a full glam. This will be your friend. Okay, I've just put 2 pumps on to the back of my hand and then applying it with my finger. And then I'm going to get my big kabuki brush. I've been loving the one by Say. It's like 2 swipes and it's all blended. It's incredible. The only thing with me not using rollers is I feel like the hair still gets in my face. Can you see? Like how it literally just makes your skin look flawless. I've been having like a really bad breakout recently and I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm hitting a second puberty. I'm trying to not let it get to me. Because everyone has bad skin days and it's normal. Lovely. That is it all blended. Do you see how it is literally done in like 5 seconds? Probably even quicker for you because I probably cut it to make it really short. You're welcome. And then taking my absolute staple at the moment, which is the Hourglass concealer, and I'm just going to take that on my little brush and then popping it underneath my eyes. I spoke about this technique in another makeup tutorial, but I love using a little brush to kind of deposit the product because I find you end up using less and you also have a lot more control over where you put it. So a little tip there for you if you don't already do so. And then I'm going to slightly blend it out but still let it sit before I fully kind of buff it into the foundation. And then I'm just blending the rest of that out with this Hourglass brush, which now always reminds me of a finger because the guy that did the masterclass was like, it's shaped like your finger. So now every time I do vision a finger, I don't know where I'm quite going with that one, to be honest with you there. As the first bronzer, because I love a bronze, I'm using the makeupbymario bronzer. I'm grabbing another Hourglass brush. I'm using another Hourglass brush. I don't know if you can tell that I like Hourglass brushes. Okay, I've done a quick contour guide with my finger. Back in with the finger. Why am I speaking so much about fingers today? I don't know. Trying to not disturb the hair too much when blending, but I feel like it's kind of inevitable. There's been like a lot of controversy over the show, which I feel like with any big event there's never not going to be controversy because someone's always kind of going to have an issue with it. Oh, I've forgotten the name of the girl, but an athlete's walking the show this year, which I see some people's points because they've been kind of like on TikTok saying it used to be for models, and the fact that now the show's becoming more filled with like influencers and sports people, it's not fair to those that have worked their way up in the industry, and I do get that side of it. At the end of the day, like Victoria's Secret is a business, and by them bringing in people with more maybe credibility and notability, is that word? I think so. Then it brings more eyes to the show. So I feel like there's neither a right or wrong, there's just kind of different opinions on it. I think it's quite black and white to be like, oh my god, they've just cut all models, but that is literally looking at one person and she is beautiful, may I say. So all credit to her, and I think it's great that she's walking. Even though I can't remember her name, I feel so bad, but I'm so terrible with names. Even people I've met, I have to like avoid when the name comes up because I do forget and then I feel like a terrible human being. I'll be like, you! No idea on the name. And to deepen that bronzer up, I'm going in with my Westman Atelier bronzer. I'm keeping this more concentrated to the cheekbones, and I might actually bring it down because I feel like Adriana's got really sharp cheekbones, so we're gonna try and implement them. I'll probably insert some reference pictures so you can see kind of the look I'm going for and attempting. I'm going to jump on into the eyes because I feel like these are the main focus. I'm going to go in with this shade from the Makeup by Mario palette because I feel like it's not too cool toned and not too warm toned, so it's kind of like the perfect neutral. And I'm just popping that all over my eyelid as kind of like a base. And I don't know if you saw, but I did also drag the Hourglass concealer onto, oh, I just dipped into a bit into the brown, oh no, on my eyelid to act as a primer. Okay, and then I really want the shimmer to pop, so I might actually go in with this white just kind of across the lid. I feel like I've never done an eye look like this as well, so this is just exciting, isn't it? Trying lots of new things today. As a kind of wash of shimmer, I'm going in, I'm basically going to use like a bunch of eyeshadows right now, so just whatever you have in your collection that looks similar, I'm sure will work. I'm going to go in with this Dior white shade here. Pop that kind of just where I put that lighter shade. This will add kind of like a nice sheen and a base. I don't know which shadow I'm going to use for the centre of my eyelid yet, it's really stressing me out. I might also bring that into my inner corner as well for a little inner highlight. I did get gifted the Charlotte Tilbury palette and I feel like this might be, let me swatch it, because obviously Charlotte Tilbury used to be the makeup artist for Victoria's Secret, so she must have some, her palettes must be inspired by it. That's the glitter on the back of my hand. It does look, it's quite pink toned. Maybe I could start off with it and then add white if I fancy. I'm going to put this on my ring finger. Okay, yeah, she's sparkly. Oh, I tell you what I might do actually. I lie. I'm going to get some setting mist just to wet my finger. I feel like it will pick up more shimmer. We're experimenting together here. Okay, yeah. That seems to be working. I've got like a few strands of hair and they just keep tickling my face. It looks so pretty. I'm really happy with how that's looking on the lids, but I'm going to add a bit of definition with this shade, I Smoke. I'm going to keep this to the lash line and then blend it like into a wing. Because we all know Victoria's Secret's all about the wings. I literally just hated how I said that. Why did I say it like that? Blend, 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 blend. Okay, and I might just also drag that underneath the eye. I need to get a makeup wipe. My hands are so makeupy and I don't like the feeling of having makeup on my hands. Luckily, she came prepared. I thought it was going to be a satisfying pop. Let me know if it was. I'm going in with eyeliner. This is another Charlotte Tilbury. I've dug out my Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, I just feel like it fits the Victoria's Secret energy. And this is in Bedroom Black, Rock and Coal. I always have to stop myself from making a really silly face. I'm just going to run that in the waterline. Wow, that liner is literally insane. That was like jet black. And a really good trick that my dear friend Jacinta taught me was basically load up your waterline and then you can just kind of blend it from the top and then it's like so easy to get a line. I'm going to create a little wing. And when I say little, I do mean really little because I'm going to get a brush to blend it out because then I just feel like it has less chance of going wrong. And I'm just going to get like a flat brush like these. This is from Ilia. I also really like Ilia brushes. Ilia and Eco Tools. I get lots of brushes. I get lots of questions about my makeup brushes. Hourglass, Ilia and Eco Tools are like the best. Okay. Are they equal? No. But here's a trick I love. Where's my concealer brush? Here it is. We just wipe away. Honestly, how to make any eyeliner look good, this. Okay, wonderful. And I might just also smoke that out more underneath my eye. Really is Bedroom Black, like, and I do just like connecting it up to the wing, as I find otherwise it looks a bit too separated for my liking. I don't know whether to kind of like bring it in to create a new eye shape, but then I don't want to fudge it up, so decisions. Maybe I might try with the actual liner. Okay, that's how the eyes are looking. And I'm also trying out this Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I've never used it. It's called Exagger Eyes. She does have some interesting names. But I feel like this is going to be really, really volumizing. I'm going to scrape off the excess just in case it goes really clumpy, because obviously it is a new mascara and I don't know how it applies yet. It's applying really nicely. I don't know how it wears. I probably shouldn't again have tried it out tonight, but we'll see. For blush, I'm going in with Pillow Talk. I've never actually used Pillow Talk. I've used the matte version, but not the glowy version, which is the one that everyone literally raves about. So it's always so satisfying squeezing it. I'll give you the first look at the squeeze. Oh, it's not coming out. I have to twist it. Oh, that was lovely. Darting that on my cheeks. I'm going to take this hourglass brush and blend it in. Also taking a bit onto my forehead as always. Okay, that is literally like the perfect glowy blush. I can see why everybody loves it. And setting that into place, I'm taking the hourglass. Wait, let me just actually pat out. Make sure I've got nothing on my fingers. I always do that and then I like end up popping splodges on my face. I feel like I'm actually getting fine lines on my forehead. Slightly concerning. I think I'm too expressionate. But it's fine. I want to grace with age. Age with grace. I don't know whether I'll ever get any work done. I'd like to think I wouldn't, but never say never. And to set those creams into place, I'm just going to basically take the bronzer and then mix the two blush shades and pop them over the top. But out of time, I'm going in with my Ilia brow pencil. I just always use this. And then I'm also going to go over like my beauty spots with this. To set the brows into place, I'm using the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. I like wiping off some of the product just to begin with, as I always typically... Oh, I've got a hair in it, lovely. I kind of brush through my eyebrows back, and then from there, I'll style them into my desired position. Another satisfying pop for you. Oh, this is turning into an ASMR video. I got Pillow Talk, of course, it had to be Pillow Talk. I say that, I've never used it again. I feel like I haven't tried so many of these cult classics, but makeup artists have used it on me. I've used it on me before, and every time I use it, I'm like, my lips. And this side is slightly smaller than this side, so I do overline this one just a touch. And this is the mini one, which I actually love because it's so easy to take with you in your bag. It's just overkill at this point. Like, Lauren, you're not an ASMR channel. Stop trying to be something you're not. Anyway, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. And then the Flawless Filter setting spray to finish it all off. We're locking her into place because she's got to last all evening. It's 10 PM till 1 AM. That's a late night. That is a late night for me. I've turned into such a grandma recently. I really go through periods of where I'm like out and then I just hibernate at home. And at the moment I'm in my hibernation phase. I'm kind of loving it. Even the hair's giving grandma. Talking about the hair, it's time to take her out. Well, it's still a bit early, but I can put it back up afterwards. This is like the grand reveal, and also if it looks bad, then I at least have time now to kind of redo it. But to be fair, I feel like this is one of the longest times I've let my hair sit ever. I think I did it 2 hours ago, so the curls should hold. And I used the L'Oreal Elnet hairspray to lock them into place. So my fingers and toes are crossed. Okie dokie, the hair is out. It's not as voluminous as I thought it would be, but it's fine because I literally did wash it the other day, so I haven't got any like grit in it. I don't know if that's like the terminology to use. I feel like styled like this, and I'm gonna wear like knee-high boots. Oh. Me can't wait. You'll have to look at the Instagram for those photos, but yeah. I hope you like the makeup, and I hope you look like Adriana Lima. Joking.